What's going on, everybody? Austin here. Welcome back to the Hill Homestead. So today just got home from work about 3:30 or so, and it's a beautiful day, probably 75 degrees, 70 degrees, something like that. Sorry if you hear a lot of traffic pretty close to the road here, but I picked this location on purpose for this video because I wanted to talk about a project that I would like to start this coming winter, late fall, when all the greenery kind of dies off, turns, and I can actually see what I'm doing. What you see behind me, well, a little backstory actually. So we bought this house in 2020 from my wife's mother, my mother-in-law, shortly after her father had passed away. And what we own here is a 26-acre farm, and we have a front field and we have a really large back field. The front field's grass is not great. None of our pastures are great. So we do have to supplement quite a bit of feed, quite a bit of grain. But that's a project in and of itself. That's a yearly process on improving that, running animals on it, fertilizing, putting lime on it, things of that nature. What we have planned as far as cattle and pigs, things of that nature goes, bottom line is we need more pasture, and we don't want to buy right now. So we were, after we bought the place, you know, we put new fencing up and ran our cattle on it to, you know, eat it down, see what we got, see what we need, things of that nature. Well, we were talking to her grandfather who lives across the roadway, and he was telling us, you know, I think you guys own more than what you think. And he's well versed in real estate. He's actually an appraiser here, and he said, you know, let me know one day and I'll walk it with you. Well, if you know anything about me, I'm a very impatient person. I'm kind of a, if I know it, if I see it, I want to do it now. And I wasn't going to bother him with it, so I went out and see if I could find any property markers and stuff like that. Well, when the leaves fell off last fall, I thought I could see a roadway up here about halfway up the mountain, and I had remembered him mentioning a logging road that Desiree's parents had this place logged out, so they'd put a logging road in. And it got me thinking, while yes, that's all grown up now, maybe it could be a good hunting spot. Maybe if I clear it out, I could make more pasture. So that's kind of the idea behind that. I just went up just now to put out some deer cameras, and it's kind of a hike up there because you got to go around the electric fencing or walk all the way to the bottom of the driveway, and you have to, truck through the woods. So I just kind of want to see what is out here, if we've got anything roaming in the woods up there, because it would be a great spot for rifle or even bow. I mean, there's some solid oak trees up there that I could throw a tree stand up in, and it would work out pretty good for me, hopefully, assuming there's something up there. So what I'm going to end up doing is a process of both. I'll probably hunt up there. I'll throw a tree stand up, and if I don't have any luck, then it's no big deal, because at the same time I don't expect to have any luck, because I'll be making so much noise. Because I'm going to start down here and work my way up and around, because I have to put in a roadway across a spring and things like that. So I'll be making plenty of noise, and so I'm not really expecting to see a whole lot of deer this year. So that is my plan, my project plan. But these girls are hungry, and so they want me to go feed them. So I wanted to document this because, number one, you can see what's behind me. Number two, it's kind of an accountability thing. I like seeing the process of things, the progress of things as well. But we came here with the intentions of making this farm better than what it was when we found it. So, not that it was bad. I'm not saying that in any way, shape, or form. But our goal is to improve every day here, and we hope to do that. And I think a part of that would be clearing that out and putting some seed down and hoping for the best as far as getting some more pasture here. So we'll be able to run pigs on it, till it up really well for us, throw some seed down, throw some straw down, and then we'll be able to run some cows on it. So definitely won't be able to make hay on it. It's a little too, probably a little too steep in some areas, not all, but some. So, but we'll see. right, guys, so it's getting dark on us. Running out of some daylight here, but it's been last couple hours here splitting some wood, and about an hour and a half by myself, and then Desiree came down and helped me finish out the rest of what was, you know, the best parts of that log. There are a few more cuts there that we need to split, but kind of been stacking it on pallets, and I ran out of pallets the other day and I didn't want to go get more, so I used some sumac logs that I had laying around, and I stacked them on those. It's very temporary. I know it's not going to stay. I know that wood's going to rot, but this stuff that's sitting outside, we plan on seasoning it for next winter. So a lot of it's actually pretty close to drying right now, because a lot of the wood that I get here, I get it off of job sites. So if a customer has a tree down or a tree that needs cut and they don't want the wood, they have no use for it, I do. I'll take it, I'll split it here, and we'll burn it in our wood stove. So nothing really goes to waste if we can help it. And if you notice behind the wood pile in that blue trailer, I typically put the wood that's rotten, or pines, or I don't really like burning sumac either, so I normally put sumac in there as well. And we'll save it for a brush pile. If we have family come over and have a little get together, have a big bonfire, we'll throw that type of stuff in there and hang out around that. But pretty packed evening as far as, you know, doing stuff here and there. We've got a lot more to do. There's always something to do here, so there's never any type of boredom. But thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, subscribe, and please tell a friend, have them watch it. Please subscribe, and that really helps us out, and we really appreciate taking your time hanging out with us this evening, this morning, whenever you may be watching this. So we'll see you on the next one.